What?
Hallelujah. Some church choir up in here.
For everybody listening in the cafe, I promise you, I'm a good musician, just not a good singer.
Oh, she is.
I don't believe that.
You can do it all.
We're still waiting for that.
For the R&B. Y'all can
R&B
wait
revival.
forever.
Was the country version of something you wanted to sing? Remember when you made that joke? You wanted to make a country version of that song of yours.
Which I don't remember.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, let's
We'll get
move
back
on
into
from
it.
that. I'm not making any country versions of anything in this place.
There's a point you said you're going to pick up a guitar and sing one of your songs.
Yeah, I'm
like
definitely trying to learn the guitar right now. So that has been something on my bucket list.
Awesome.
I mean, I have a guitar, an electric one, which I'm super excited about, but to be honest with you, I have not been able to pick it up because life has been so busy. And, you know, as you both were saying, like, it's been so crazy. And I think this is what I wanted to bring in the show for What's Cooking, talking about in the new year, just talking about how difficult the season has been for me. And I think for a lot of people around me as well. And I think for a lot of people out there, it's been very hard. And I just want to say that you are loved and you're not out there alone. We're all in this together. Just ask your friends if they're doing okay, because trust me, they probably aren't. Everybody out here is struggling, you know. But we're trying to survive this crazy, crazy world, this crazy, crazy pandemic. Like, I feel like I'm in a matrix right now, just kind of wondering what's going to happen next.
But just give thanks to life.
Right. Absolutely. Just be grateful and thankful for what we do have. And I'm thankful for the space that I'm in, like being in Berlin, because I know that so many countries around the world, it's just going mad. And so just being in Germany, even though it's not perfect, you know, I really appreciate being in this space and being able to kind of still live. You know, other places people really technically like can't
Survival
live.
of the
Like
fittest.
right. So yeah, I'm just super grateful for that. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be back on the show. We're gonna bring you some. I mean, right? It's coming back. It's coming back.
The broken down car.
What it was is yeah, I'm so grateful to be back. I'm so grateful to just be in here with you guys. Like, I love you all so much, and we're, you know, a team. We're growing, and it's just beautiful to see. And I think give us another year, and it'll be popping. On and popping. So if you're out there listening, remember to follow us on all the social media platforms. TBRS, the Berlin Radio Show, coming to you straight out of the most amazing place in Berlin, Oyun, of course.
Check it out.
Right. So if you want brunch, today's Sunday brunch, because we're talking about what's cooking in the kitchen, and we tasted the brunch earlier, and it's phenomenal. It's a vegan kitchen, and it's vegan food, but listen, I thought that I couldn't do it. I was like, oh no, I have to eat meat because I'm a meat eater. But trust and believe that this vegan food is on
destroy
level.
that plate, yo. And she gave me the leftovers.
as always, on levels. This is really on levels. The food is amazing. So if you want something to eat and you're feeling a little hungry, come down to Oyun for the Sunday brunch. Let's jump into the next track. I love this song so much, and it gets me so hyped. So I hope if you're in the cafe sitting down listening, I hope you start bouncing. If you're at home listening, I hope you start bouncing. If you're in Kenya listening, I hope you start bouncing. If you're in any country on the continent, I hope you start bouncing. From the Caribbean, bouncing. Everybody start bouncing because this track is lit. It's called I Love It, and it's by Ja SLT and Josiah.
Nitro is from the future.
What? This that I love it. I'm with it. I love it. I'm with it.
That bounce though.
Yo,
that got me bouncing.
We getting hype. We are getting so hype, and it's so much fun. I cannot, like, I'm super. I just can't. I can't keep, like, I can't express the feelings that I have about me. Yes, I love it. I'm with it.
More of that, please. You should have seen her before the show. She's like, yo, I am tired. I don't know. After this, I'm running home and sleeping. And she's the one jumping on the roof and shit now. So, but I love it, Cassian. I love it.
Oh my gosh. I'm just super excited to just be back on the show. You know,
it's been a long break.
Right. We've had a long break. We really had to, like, sort out life in general and just kind of, you know, recalibrate and reassess and just, like, hope to bring everything back to you bigger and better this season. So as I said, we're having a phenomenal artist coming on to the show soon. So keep an ear. And I'm going to jump into my last track of the What's Cooking in the Kitchen with Cass.
No.
You know, it's always lit in here. It's
dessert.
always lit. It goes on. It's like a high, right? It's like a high.
I should bring the dessert, as Luke said.
Right. Bringing dessert. We having dessert before dinner today because we're gonna jump into the porridge full of knowledge in the next segment. So dessert before dinner. And the next track that we're about to play for you is called "Clap for Him" by Fushi and Lil Yachty. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're all going through shit, you know, here and there. But what are the things you do to relax and like take your mind off everything that's happening around? Like,
Music. Hello.
I think you've spoken for everyone. I think you've spoken for
playlist?
everyone. Yeah, I get that a lot. Like if I like before bed when I shut off everything and then lie down finally in bed and I'm just there like in my own thoughts and stuff, and that's when I start thinking about everything. You know, even unnecessary shit. You know, you're just like, did I fold the clothes? Did I do this? And that keeps me up for hours. And then you know you just have bad sleep. But it happens now and then. But I mean, it's just part of me, and I need to also find a way to manage that. But like, yeah, I escape through walks, like just take walks, headphones in, you know, not listening to anyone else but the music, you know, and obviously the music that you listen to can also shape your day, shape your mood, you know, like, have an impact on how your day or your, whatever you're doing goes, you know. Absolutely.
Put on one track and you're like in a different kind
world,
of
space.
Especially like what you brought now for What's Cooking, like, you know, it was just the vibes were here, like we all been dancing, bouncing. Yeah, and it's like this feeling. Like,
who's that one artist you'll just plug into? Like,
Doechii.
Put your headphones in.
Hi,
and then
my name's Doechii with 2 eyes. I get anxious when I'm high.
Hey.
They say I talk too much. Mama say I don't talk enough. In the torch, I hop the port. Yo, Doechii.
And that is Cassian's answer when you ask a simple question, guys. There you have it. But I love the response.
Doechii every day.
Who's it for you?
For me, it's Nas, hands down. And you'll be getting a bit of that soon.
A lot of
that. For me, it's Nas every day, man. He's a poet, you know. He's not just a rapper. He's amazing. He's intelligent. Just the things he speaks, you know, I can relate to a lot as well, you know. So yeah, Nas for sure. What about you, Luke?
Oh, it changes a lot. Like I have different, like, just depends on what mood I'm in. At the moment, it's like the weekend kind of like always like sets me in the right mood because I'm going through this breakup. So
Lukey, we love you.
Thank you. But like, you know, like I love just getting into that vibe and being in the feelings kind of stuff at the moment. So the weekend is like the early stuff.
Love it. Yeah, so just hinted it a little earlier if you all didn't listen, but like, I got a whole lot of Nas, one of my favorite artists today, and I just want to pay homage to him. I got 5 tracks from him today because he's just a phenomenal artist. I mean, he's been I think some of his lyrics have been analyzed in Harvard University by this lecturer, and they were just breaking him down, you know, him with his ebonics, which is like street slang, you know, and then just breaking down the lyrics, explaining it in layman terms to the people. And he's just an amazing, amazing artist. So, I want to just take you all on this journey of the old school and just re-educate you and just remind you about the purpose and the history of hip hop.
Porridge full of knowledge.
Digging in the crates.
Oh yeah.
Old school, baby. As you all already heard, it's the old school segment. I'm bringing you these amazing tunes by my favorite artist, Nas, and we're going to tune in with his first one called Woo for the Children off his new album. Let's go. Nasir Jones, aka Nas, with Woo for the Children. That sample, Luke. We both looked at each other when it played, and just tried to analyze it. Like,
no drums in there, but hella groovy.
Hella groove and just Nas on any beat, even just Nas a cappella.
Yeah, you just got the vocals and like a bit of bass, and
literally,
that already
that's
makes
all you
it
need.
for like a full track.
I can just listen to Nas with raindrops as a beat. Literally, you know, just rain falling outside, listening to some Nas. That's it.
That would be a nice like YouTube idea. You know, these like slow down,
reverb,
exactly, slow down. You just do like a rain and a cappella.
Literally, it could work. Yeah,
definitely.
The song is called "Woo for the Children." And it's a phrase used by ODB, the late ODB, aka Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang Clan, and he just said Wu-Tang is for the children, and that's where that title of this song comes from. Yeah, and this next song that I want to play from Nas is a nice groovy ass song. Like it's produced by I think Large Professor, who's also huge in the hip hop game. He's produced a number of great tracks, and he featured on one of the most legendary, if not legendary, hip hop albums ever, Illmatic, Nas's first album, which is crazy. It has a bunch of amazing producers in general, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Large Professor,
legends only.
Yeah, legends, and this song just stands out for me, and it's called Halftime by Nas. Let's get it. That was Nasir Jones, aka Nas, with Halftime, because it is halftime right here in the Berlin radio show. The artist has just walked in, but you will get a taste of that later. And you can see Cass is back on the mic.
Yes, because I had to go and retrieve the superstar. Y'all don't even know.
Special treatment.
Okay.
Yeah, stay tuned to that. We're here live out of Oyun, TBRS episode 56. We vibing here up in the studio. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good now. Like since we came in the studio, we've been playing some bangers. Like
just got me live
as usual. Now you here with Nas with the old school, like teaching us game and shit. It feels good. It feels good to be really back in studio again. We took a really long break as we've mentioned before, but now we're here again, and it's feeling really, really beautiful. And we have so much planned for the new year. Like it's
gray outside, but it's shining down here.
Hell yeah, it is. We bring the sun with us wherever we go.
Fucking bright.
It was bright. Turn down the shine in here.
Shine bright like a diamond.
That's the one. Love it. Yeah, and speaking of the old school, I take you guys back in this episode of Crate Digging with my favorite artist, Nas, and I want to go into this next song called Get Down. Let's get it. That was Nas with Get Down from his album God's Son. And yeah, we did Get Down up in here. That James Brown sample, we even just spoke about it, Lucas. So it just carries a track, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And just Nas with James Brown on it. Yo, enough said.
The drum breaks.
Yeah, it's probably Clyde Stubblefield, no? We were just saying also. I'm not too sure, but the break that came in the middle, maybe it was, You could hear it. And I'm going to play two more coming up, but this next one is off Nas's new album called Magic, and this one is a feature with A$AP Rocky and the legendary producer DJ Premier. So let's tune in to Nas with Wave Gods. Nas with New York State of Mind, produced by the legendary DJ Premier, and that is off his first studio album in '94, Illmatic.
Bro.
Nas is timeless, yo. 28 years later, he hit an album, Magic, the one I played earlier, 2 songs of it. And yeah, that's 28 years after his debut album. And he still sounds the same, he feels the same. That's just Nas full out, And I just love it. And yeah, that song, New York State of Mind, is the start of it. If you guys pay attention, he's in the studio and he's like, I don't know how to start this shit. Rappers I monkey flip 'em with the funky rhythm. And that verse, like, it was the first recorded, like, one take in the booth with DJ Premier. I was reading like some like short stuff on
inside information.
Yeah, there's something I already know from back in the day. It just took one take, and Premier was like, "What? All it needs is one take sometimes, and they saved it up, put it into the track, and it's one of the hardest verses in hip hop till today.
The way he comes in, bro.
He just wrecks the mic, and that's Nas for you in general. And the other quote that he says towards the end, I never sleep in because the sleep is the cousin of death, as well. Yeah. It is, if you think of it, every time you're sleeping, you're just wasting time. And you'll sleep when you're dead. Why sleep now?
Maybe I don't have the same perspective on that, but I don't believe that's true.
Well, Nas said it, so it's true. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but it's also a verse or like a phrase that I picked up from that song. Yeah, that with Halftime is one of my favorite songs. New York State of Mind with Nas, and that's been it from Crate Digging from your brother Julian on the mic. But now we go into an amazing interview.
Wait! Before we get into it, can you say hi?
Hello, everybody.
Oh, let's go.
The one and only.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blazey
in the building.
It's your boy Blazey.
What's up, Blazey? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing very good.
You're looking good, man. You're looking good.
Thank you. I'll make sure I come dressed properly for y'all guys.
Bro, you could have come in your pajamas and we still accepted it, man. It's Sunday, It's Sunday.
True. Sunday is the day of the rest.
Right. As you were talking about resting, as we walked into the chat.
DMs be popping.
Listen. Stop sliding my DMs, y'all. No, I'm joking.
It's
I
emails.
love how I love how when people come onto the show and we're like, say hello, they put on like the hello. That voice. I love it so much. So I'll do a quick introduction and then I'm going to ask you in your best radio voice to really tell the people who you are. But I'm going to do an introduction quickly. So, Blazey. Blazey is a 22-year-old Afro-German singer, songwriter, and entertainer with roots from Togo, living in Berlin. Blazey's sound is a mix of Afrobeats, modern pop, and R&B music. He grew up listening to the R&B music that he grew up listening to. Blazey's soulful voice and fiery rhythmic beats create a sound that's vulnerable, powerful, and oh so uplifting. That was a part of the bio, and I thought that was beautiful. And I can't read clearly. Clearly, I can't read. But please, in your best radio voice, tell us who you are.
Oh, damn. This is hard. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Yes. Actually, let's make it even more challenging. Okay. Tell us who you are in 3 words.
Oh, my
only.
God. Okay. Creative.
Yes.
Loving.
Ooh.
And entertaining.
Yes, nice. We love it. We love it. How are you doing? We've been asking the question, like, as we came in here, we were saying Happy New Year, and we were asking how everybody's feeling, how everybody's doing. And Luke and Julian and myself, we got a little bit vulnerable, and we started to talk about the things that we were going through during the holidays. And if you would like to get vulnerable with the people out there, see, we jumping right into it. We're not even started with the generic things. Okay, we started with vulnerability.
Just one hello and then
right.
Yeah, I love it though because time is money and maybe we want to get right into it.
Right, let's
go. For me, I must say this year ended pretty well, and so that got me all emotional because I realized like it's been almost a year now, or even longer than a year that I've moved to Berlin from Munich.
Right,
and so much have changed, and like people that I've met and things that are yet to come. It's like, I don't know, I feel like my life actually started really happening 1 year ago.
Nice.
So that was like, it was nice to go back and see all the things happen
in
that year and be like, wow, I really did that.
Right.
Is that bitch.
Come
you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
so
you bet.
And do you feel it's the change of scenery, you moving from Munich to Berlin to realize and feel these things? Or do you think if you would have stayed in Munich, you would have developed the way you did?
I think for everyone, there's a point in life where you outgrow your environment. And that's the part where you have to leave in order to grow. And if you don't do that, that's when you get stuck. And for me, that's how I felt in Munich for a long time. So I was like, okay, it's time that I, pack my bags and go. Because if I'm not going, no one will.
Right.
So that was definitely the indicator to just change my environment where I feel wanted. Because that was part of it. I didn't know.
Not feeling wanted as an artist. And
yes.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we're going a little deep, a little too quickly.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all. No. Keep it going. Let me just reel it in a little bit, though.
Yeah.
So when we start off the TBRS show, our mother, who is not here right now, shout out to Alele, living life in Kenya.
Ale Wagwan.
Living life in Kenya. I'm jealous. But what Alele always does is ask the question, what's one thing that made you laugh really hard this week? And then what's one thing that made you sad?
Okay. Something that made me really laugh. Okay, actually, Nene Leaks, everybody. Yes, I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Actually, someone got me hooked on it, and I tried it, and I must say, Nene is the queen. She is so funny. So that made me laugh. What made me sad? So I'm trying to come up with lyrics, and it's a bit challenging because this time I want to really put more, like just more of everything. So I'm getting a bit frustrated with lyrics and coming up with the right words. That made me sad for a bit. But I got the lyrics now. Everything is good.
It's marinating. It's marinating.
Yeah, it's marinating. It's marinating.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful. I think as artists, it gets to be challenging when you're in a writing process or have writer's block, but I'm so happy that you've been able to get yourself out of it and be able to put the lyrics down. I'm so excited to hear this new music because the stuff that you have is sauce. Okay. It's sauce.
I mean, I don't want to say nothing, but the music that is about to come, ooh, child. Y'all better put on your wigs because y'all are ready, okay?
Oh, I love it. So how long, talking about that, talking about your process of writing and everything like that, how long has music been a part of your life?
Ooh, I think, I started writing songs. Let's say this. I started singing when I was 9, and I started writing songs when I was 11.
Oh, beautiful.
So music always been in my life. And even when I grew up, when I was watching TV, I didn't really watch series or movies. I would go on MTV and stuff and just watch music video clips.
Right.
And in that time, I was like the radio, basically. If you asked me one song, I knew everything. Right. And I knew all the
Shazam.
Yes, literally Shazam. And I knew all the plot twists of the music videos because I would watch everything and I wouldn't know any artist. And that was a fun time.
Oh,
nice.
That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. I find it so beautiful when artists are able to kind of talk about their backstories and how they came into music and to know that you were a little 9-year-old, 11-year-old going like, ooh. What was your favorite song back then?
Oh my God. Okay. It's so weird, but one of the songs that I can remember pretty well is "Do Up" by Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
Yes. And the music video, whenever it would come on, I would jump up and down. I would run around in the living room and be like, oh my God, this is my song. Like for real.
You can't go wrong with Lauryn Hill.
Never. And I think after I watched Lauryn Hill, I watched this music video clip, I was like, okay, this is the queen for me.
Right.
That's when I fell in love with her.
Lauryn Hill is phenomenal.
Yes.
I just love her ability to be in the music industry and not be in the music industry at the same time.
Yes.
I feel like the music industry is such a toxic place.
Absolutely.
And she was able to be like, yo,
Deuces.
no, exactly, peace. And I'm still going to be a legend.
Yeah.
Just
she has one studio album.
Right,
Yeah.
one.
And it's up there, no one can touch it.
Right,
Yes.
right.
That is the craziest thing that I still listen to it till this
Today,
day. And
exactly.
it's been in my life for I don't know how long. So it's crazy.
Timeless.
Every year I feel like the songs keep on coming back in different forms.
Right.
I don't know. It's just crazy. The album
it's timeless.
is just,
It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's legendary work, and I think the mind that she has was what contributed to the work being so phenomenal because she did not conform or try to conform what society or what the music industry tried to make her be, but she was just like, nah, I'm gonna be who I am, and y'all can't tell me no different. And I love that.
Finesse before you get finesse.
Right, right, exactly. And so speaking of the music industry and everything, you left your label in 2021 and then started this
that's the tea, honey.
and then started this new journey into becoming who you are today, and being able to put out the music that you really want to put out and write the songs that you want to write and communicate to the world. How has that been for you? How has that experience been for you?
Freedom.
Right.
Finally. And it's so funny because I didn't know that is what I needed at that time. I just thought, okay, let me go around and just, create some songs in this studio while I was still at the label. So I was just finding out stuff and getting to know people because I was new in the city. But then at some point I met my producer now, which his name is Nick, and he is so good. We vibed, and I don't know, we were just more experimental, and somehow we developed the sound now, what we have now. And and at some point I was like, I'm not really happy with my label, and I feel like the things that we do are not really who I am. They don't really represent me.
Right.
And so at some point I cut them off, or I left them, you know. And that was the best decision that I've ever done.
Right. And
because
oh, sorry, no. Go ahead. Continue.
Because I feel free now.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, and so now you're an independent artist, and you're out there doing all of this work on your own.
Yes.
People, let me tell you, the music is mwah, okay. All right, so let's get into it, man. Like it's I'm really happy for you that you were able to make this decision for yourself, and I encourage anybody out there who wants to leave something, whether it's a job or a label or whatever, to just do it, because your body, your mind, your soul, your intuition, your spirit knows what's right for you, and you have to follow it. Otherwise, you're gonna stay miserable, and you're gonna stay sad, and you're not gonna be able to do the things that you really want to do with your life. So today we've been talking, we've been talking all about that, about like, you know, taking this journey and self-care and just kind of like setting boundaries for yourself. And I think you did that with doing this and walking away and being like, even though this is great, it's not great for me. Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Next one.
And I mean, it's a scary step as well, no? Because you don't know what's coming out of it. You don't know the risk you're putting in and stuff. So, but like, was this a decision that came only from you, that you wanted out, or did you get input from family, friends, and like that guided you? How was that procedure?
Okay, I must say my oldest brother, I have 4. He was the one always being like, okay, you always talk about that label, but where the money at?
Right.
He was like, where the money at?
Right.
Always this and always that.
Because they use you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I must say, he was right. Like, I was doing all this hard work while I was signed to the label, I was still at school. So I was still like, I was kind of living a double life, I felt like. And so I put so much hard work, energy, and everything, my time, everything into it. And at some point, you know, after doing this for 2-3 years, you realize, okay, I'm still doing the same thing, and things are not changing really. And so that was the first indicator. I was like, okay, I feel like I'm doing the same thing for 3 years. Nothing is changing. I still have to work part-time as a barista, you know, like it's not looking good for me, you know? And my mother's also like, I love you, boy, but baby, you gotta do like school or something. You gotta get a degree and shit. I mean, I have a degree, not get it wrong, but
in what?
Okay, hold on. I mean, like,
this is not speed dating.
Exactly. That's the point of the story right now. Okay, no, but anyways, it was just like a lot of people telling me that what they see is not really adding up with the work that I have done so far.
Right.
And I think at some point I had to realize that for myself as well, and be like, okay, you've worked all those hard hours, but like, what did you actually gain from it? And when I saw that, I was like, okay, then I can also do it by myself, since it's the same actually.
Right.
So yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And just you realizing it yourself is a big step. I love it.
Yeah, it takes a long time, but when it's done.
So that degree.
Girl, baby. Okay.
She'd be waiting for this.
Come through.
What do you, so you're not gonna tell me?
No, so I don't have a degree, like, you know, as in, I don't know, law.
Like a bachelor.
But like, I finished school, I got my high school thing, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, gotcha.
And I could literally study. Like, I was about to actually study, like, it's called BVR.
Okay.
It's like, every Munich.
Look at these two can relate.
Yeah, everyone from Munich studies
Munich people in the building.
It's like business, basically.
Okay, understood. Yeah,
like economics.
Okay,
business.
I thought, you know what? I keep forgetting because you're 22, right?
I'm 22.
Ooh, chat. I keep forgetting. Like, you just left high school.
Pretty much.
I was like, wait, what? Because you were, you know, when you said degree, like I wasn't thinking high school degree, like you know, I was thinking university. But and see, and that, as you were saying, like things weren't growing for you and stuff like that. And I feel like in the industry, that's what they do as well. They take young people, impressionable artists, and then try to manipulate them to be what they want them to be. But I'm so happy that you took the reins and was like, hell no, goodbye, and now you're doing your thing, and I love that. I appreciate it. It's very beautiful. So my next question would be then, like, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing, you think?
Okay,
not
listen.
Business.
Definitely not business. My mama's turning right now. She's like, oh my God. But sorry, mama, business is not my thing. But I feel like this will shock you guys, but I would probably be like an inline skater. I don't know.
Did you do it before, or are you just interested in it?
No, I actually love inline skating.
If
I'm not a singer, I inline skating is my thing.
Are you on Tempelhof a lot?
Yes.
Yeah?
Like, that's my second home.
Holla at me next time, yo. I live around there. So
Okay. Yo, you better come through with your skates. Let's go.
Jam session, you know.
I'm not playing.
I'll not skate, but I'll watch.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. That's also fine.
You don't want me coming to the next TBRS event with like crutches and shit.
Oh my God. No.
Right.
You don't want to do
beautiful.
that.
Like, are you talking like the 4-wheel skates, right? That's what inline.
The ones that are inlined
up.
Oh my God. That was not
That's
to
the
be
moment
shade.
you stand up and get out.
That was not
Thank
to be.
you. I am walking out of the studio right now. Goodbye.
I'm gagging. No, that was not to be. Like, I didn't mean it like
how
that.
else do you describe it? You know,
I was like, yeah, but that was. Those ones.
Okay, no. I because I find that a lot of people were doing like the 4-wheel thing, and I don't know what the difference between the two are called, but inline skating is the straight lined one.
The other ones are roller skates.
Roller skates. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Not inline skates, no.
Roller skates, roller blades.
The other ones with the 4 wheels on each side. Anyway.
Oh my God! Every time I talk about inline skates, there's always a confusion like this. There's always something like this.
Are you more of a flat ground inline skater or like rails and stuff?
Oh no, flat ground.
Nice.
Flat ground. I like to just go around, do some spins, be really fast. I don't know. For me, inline skating is like letting out, like, I don't know, anger or whatever. I don't know. It's like a tool for me to just be free and let my mind go. Right. In some ways.
Did you watch Brinks on Disney Channel when you were younger? It was so dope. I wanted to be a skater from watching that.
Oh my God.
It's called Brinks, and they were like doing all kinds of tricks on the roller.
Oh
on
my
the
God.
Skates. It's lit. It's called Brinks. But anyway,
I would have loved
it
that.
was nice. Disney Channel back in the day was it for me. You hear me? So I find your fashion to be so phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I look on your page all the time and I'm like, drip too hard. Okay. All of the sauce. Okay. And I love that you sent the photo that you sent to us for your bio and stuff is in this red blazer because it's like, for me, that's Blazey.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly.
And then we start off the year with like red. It's like fire. And I love that. Yes. So thank you for that. But yes, I am in love with your page. I am in love with your fashion, like the things that you post. Like, it's so beautiful. Your music videos, everything. I'm just like, damn, son.
Thank you.
You're out here doing it.
Thank you.
So I want to ask, like, who is your fashion icon and why?
Ooh. Woo. Okay. Can I just say 3 or like 2?
You can say however many you want.
Oh my God, this is so hard. Okay, when it comes to oh shit. I would say Rihanna. Okay.
Yes. Number 1 for everybody, I think. Like,
yeah. And then the thing is, the way I would describe my style would be Ricky Thompson and
I love Ricky Thompson.
And like
Boots,
Lenny Kravitz.
Bitch.
You know?
And Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah,
Ricky
so it's like
Thompson
the mixture of those. Okay. I would say.
I love that.
A little bit, showing some chest or whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, so these, I don't know, it's like a mixture of those.
Right. Yes. I love it. I love Ricky Thompson so much. He is so funny. Yeah. And I've saved so many like of his like voice thingies on I'm doing a video with this. When I get, because I love Boots. And every time I get a new pair of boots, I just think about him and I'm like, Boots. Bitch, does my boots turn you on?
Yes. I mean, entertaining.
Just phenomenal. I love that. Yes, perfect. Okay.
Is there any aspect or like point in your life that sparked your musical career that you can pull back to and like, this is what made me want to become an artist and do this? Is there any specific moment? I mean, there's probably many, but like, what's that one standout moment?
Okay, I think, the first real moment was when I was in church, actually, because that's how I actually started singing. So when I was in church and I had my first solo and I started singing, and it was funny because the whole church congregation, they knew me when I was younger, but they didn't know that I was really singing. So that was the first time I was like singing, and I was so nervous. But then I started singing, and the direction of people were so positive. Like, they were so hard. Like, they were literally touched by it. And that was the moment where I was like, okay, I want to do this for longer.
Right.
Like, I want to do this.
Right.
So that was the moment.
Nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's just also seeing like the feedback and like, as you said, the smiles on people's face, and that you're the one who knows that you're making them smile. That's what drives you and stuff. No?
Yeah, that's crazy. Nice. Actually.
And it being a Sunday today, do you have any specific Sunday routines, like different from the rest of the week, or is it just another day in the week?
I mean, It definitely includes cooking.
Nice.
I don't know. I like cooking on Sundays because it's like, okay, you know what? At least one day I'll cook for sure.
Right.
Because you know the week is busy, child. But also, I don't know, just cleaning up. Or like doing laundry.
Yes.
That's something that I like to do.
Same.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to do it in months. Like months.
Right.
Nothing. This is what I'm telling you. Setting boundaries for
Yeah.
myself this year. I haven't been able to really get into my space of, you know, the old school music playing, the Patti LaBelle's and the Luther Vandross blasting on the speakers and you're sweeping and cleaning and singing in the room. Like, yes, it's my jam.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to
your
do
pajamas
that in
still,
months.
Oh my
right.
God.
And it's so sad because it's one of also my favorite like pastimes, favorite things to do, and then to cook and everything. Life has been a mess. So I'm going to ask you a question, but we're going to wait until after your first track to answer this question.
All right.
All right. So you said, right, that you grew up in
I know when it's coming. Okay.
So you were talking, you know, you said that you grew up in church and you were on the choir and all of these good things. What is the most trouble you have ever been in? Like, what's the worst, like the baddest thing you've ever done? Like a badass little rude ass little Blazey and you got in trouble. Think about it and then we will get into it when we come back. But before that, we need you to introduce the track that we're about to play.
Okay.
And it's your first track that you sent to us.
Yes.
And you got to tell us a little bit about the track in your best radio voice.
Okay.
And then bring the track in.
Okay.
All right.
So the next track is called Dirty.
Ooh, come on, voice.
It's about getting dirty, of course. And not only that, but it's about, you know, expressing your sexuality and being free and just, you know, loving whoever you want to love. Here's Dirty.
Trouble.
A baddie with a nasty mind. That's the kind of type of life. The bad that's facts, no cap, no lies. A devil that comes in disguise. And baby, you don't need no clothes. When I go down on you, you know what they say, right? The pretty boys got dirty minds. So ride my pony, I do the magic, my king. Make you jump on it, and I will do the grinding. Dancing through the midnight, yeah, that's my shorty. Baby, it's just you and I, so let's go nutty. Hold on, I will give it to you shortly. Love it when I talk to you so dirty. Baby, it's just you and I, so let's go nutty. Give it to me dirty. Give it to me dirty. I don't like to waste no time when you stay over the night. From kitchen to the bathroom tiles, I love it when we get so wild. A player, I'm good with the board. Tough competition, but I always shoot my goal. A baby, come closer, ain't done with you yet. One hand pulls your hair and the other grabs your. So ride my pony, I do the magic, my king. Make you jump on it, and I will do the grinding. Dancing through the midnight, yeah, that's my shorty. Baby, it's just you and I, so let's go nutty. Hold on, I will give it to you shortly. Love it when I talk to you so dirty. Baby, it's just you and I, so let's go nutty. Give it to me dirty. Give it to me dirty. So first I start by taking off your clothes now. Turn around, baby, break it down. Whisper loud, I want you to come now. Let's get dirty. Tell me how you like it dirty. Give it to me, slip it good. You make me so honey. So baby, what's the hurry? You know I be dirty. Dancing through the midnight, yeah, that's my shorty. Baby, it's just you and I, so let's go nutty. Hold on, I will give it to you shortly. Love it when I talk to you so dirty. Baby, it's just you and I, so let's go nutty. Give it to me dirty. Give it to me dirty. Give it to me dirty. Give it to me dirty.
I love it. I love it so
remix.
much.
It's the remix, child.
Cassian featuring Blazey in the house.
I'd love to see that.
You mean Blazey featuring Cassian with the off sounding remix. Yes. So we went from church to dirty. Now we go into trouble.
So trouble. I think it's really hard because I'm a good boy, I'm a good boy. So, but one thing I would say was definitely there was this one time where I was going to prepare, I was, when you're a teenager, and you start disliking everything your mother kind of likes, and you're just like, ugh, my mother's the uncoolest,
Yeah.
So during that time, I remember she needed help. Like we all were packing to actually fly to Togo and visit our family. So I don't know, 2 nights before we flew, I don't know, I was just in my feelings, and I was really tired. I didn't want to do nothing. And then my mother called me and was like, help us pack. And I don't know, I was like, no, I was like, no, I'm tired of this. I want to go sleep.
Let me tell y'all something, okay? For those of you who know,
tell them, baby.
right? You don't say no to no black mother. That is not a word that exists in a black household, okay? So let's hear what the rest of this story has to bring.
Well, long story short,
slippers were flying.
Well, yeah, and I had to pack them back in the suitcase. Moral of the story: don't disagree with your parents.
Right, especially if they're black parents.
Exactly, they will go all in. But I actually love it because it kind of taught me discipline.
Right.
Nice.
And I must say my mother definitely is like a role model to me, and she's like the one actually giving me all this energy to do this shit independently.
Hell yeah. Same.
So
Our
big shout out
mothers,
to mama.
Right. The mothers, man, they just bring so much, I don't know, nuance into your life, about work ethic and just kind of drive. And it's just a beautiful thing. And that story, even though funny,
shout out to all the moms.
Shout out to your mother.
moms.
Shout out to your mother for, bringing you here and for having you, like, because of her, you are in this studio.
Yeah,
right now.
basically. Yeah.
You are able to do all of this beautiful music and bring it to the world. And I am so excited. So thank you to Blazey's mom. We're giving you a huge shout out because we need this person in this world. I'm so happy that you are here and that you exist. I just want to say
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Which artist, dead or alive, would you like to do a feature or collaboration with?
Can I name 2 or
yes.
3? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Lauryn Hill.
Oh, yes.
You already know.
Marvin Gaye.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. That would have been beautiful. Ooh, with the shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see it happening. I can see it happening.
See that in another lifetime.
In another lifetime, yeah.
Or Prince.
Ooh, I can see that too.
Kiss.
I can see Prince on Dirty.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Ooh,
like,
right.
like something like that. I'm here for Prince. I wish.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. That's beautiful. I can totally see all of these collaborations happening. And let's speak into existence that Lauryn Hill collaboration because it's still possible. Absolutely.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And we will speak that into existence because that's what we do on the Berlin Radio Show. We speak things into existence.
Whatever we say happens.
Yes.
Ooh.
Period.
I want a Grammy.
True.
No questions.
Hell yeah. You're gonna get a Grammy.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
All right.
Finished. Signed, sealed, delivered. The universe has
Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. If you could describe your music, so for example, we are being played on the Oyun radio upstairs, so all of the listeners in the cafe are sitting down, able to hear you right now, and say that these people have never heard your music before. How would you describe your music to them?
Okay. Definitely uplifting, emotional, and you better get off your ass and dance.
Yes.
Enough said.
Enough said. I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's so. Yeah, sorry.
No, I love it because, so we did the post on IG that you're coming in as a guest. And, you know, I had my friends in Kenya just replying to me, like they also tuned in and listened to some of your tracks. And they're like, yo, this guy is fire, yo. So you got people internationally listening to you, you know. So I just want to see the aspects of the world that you've touched as well, you know, not just here in Germany. So it's global music, and that's what we want, you know.
All right. I love to hear that.
Yeah, honestly, and this is nothing they're making up. They honestly just text me like, yo, this next artist you're having on, I'm listening to his shit. And
it's dope, yeah. And they always...
people on the continent, you know, the other side of the world.
And they always message us as well, because Julian and Alele have a lot of ties and connections to the continent. And so their friends there are tuning in and stuff like that. And whenever we have people on the show or play music or they tune into an episode, they're always sending messages on the Berlin Radio Show page like, yo, this episode was so nice. Like, this is happening. This music is dope. Yes. So when he says like, yo, this is what's happening, it's popping. Okay.
Ooh, I feel
internationally.
International.
That's just an indication. Keeping on what you're doing, bro.
Right.
Like, you know, don't change your style. Don't change yourself. But I mean, you'll develop, but you know, stay true, man.
I mean,
there's people out there who love you, man. I can see it.
I mean, change it if you want to, though. Yeah. Because I'm not the type of artist that's gonna stick to what I stick to.
Me neither, baby.
No, but the core, you know.
Right. Oh, you mean like the values? Exactly. Don't change your values. Okay, yeah. Because music is ever shifting and ever changing, and then you get into a space where you want to be a different person and have a different ego and have a different sound, and you hear something by accident that you like, and you're like, oh, let's continue doing that, and so it's an ever evolving thing. And like, speaking of that, when you're writing, right, what is your writing process like?
Okay, my writing process is mostly I go to the studio and we always start a song from scratch.
Right.
So basically there's nothing.
Okay.
And then my producer and we sit down, we see like what songs we got inspired by over the past few weeks.
Right.
And then we just listen to them and then we just start.
That's
like
a beautiful thing.
Either with the BPM, like how fast the song has to be, or like the melody, or like drums, or like I don't know. We just start with one thing and just build around that.
Right. That's a beautiful process to have. It's like so when you're writing your music. So you said you is it that you build the beat first and then the words come, or is it like, do you write sometimes before and then you hear a beat that your producer has and you're like, oh, these words would fit on this track? Or is it just always like, okay, we hear the music, we're building the beat, and then the lyrics come?
It's mostly like, you know, we build the beat and then after the beat is done, we build the structure. After the structure, I go to the mic and freestyle a bit.
Right.
And then we come some things and we just see what the vibe
what
is.
What happens. Oh, that's beautiful.
And then we create a song which has no lyrics yet. And then after I have the lyrics, we go back and record it.
Right. That's a beautiful process. Like, you're giving me ideas now, because for me, like, it's like I hear a beat, like I have to have a full beat, and then I hear it and I'm like, oh, I got words for this, because I'm a poet as well, right? So I'm constantly writing. And so then I take like the poetry and put it to the beat, or you know, whatever comes. But this is a beautiful process, and that's thank you for sharing that with us here in the studio. And then have you ever can't talk now. There's always a point in the show that Cassian just cannot talk anymore.
I thought Mimosa should go.
Oh, the shade has been real on here.
Julian, listen, this is Shady McGrady, okay? Shady McGrady. Oh, my God.
I'm here for it.
That joker. Sorry, what I wanted to ask was has there ever been a song that you've written, recorded, and then you absolutely loved it, and then you heard it again, you were like, no. You were just like, no, I don't like this.
Actually, not really like that.
Okay, yeah.
But there were definitely songs where I recorded it and I was like, I don't know about that. And then after 2 days, I was like, whatever we did, we have to delete that. Let no one see that, because this is trash. But then after, I don't know, 4 months or something, I show that to some random person and they're like, oh my God, the song is legit. Like, you should put this out right now. And then I'm like, actually, on second thought. So it's always like this.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you have to step away from your creativeness, you know, and like look at it from a different perspective, or let other people analyze it and look at it, and then step back into it, and then you can rearrange it or hear it differently, you know. Although it's the same thing you're listening to, but like, you know, just stepping away from it, you know. I guess even for producers is like this as well, you know, like they do it. Do you have any specific superstitions or like, you know, rituals before a performance, let's say a live performance?
Okay, before a live performance, what I do is I like to smoke a joint.
Look at us all looking at each other.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, what? I've never heard of that. Yes, to just calm the nerves and just, just be in the moment.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of times when I start to perform, I overthink. I'm like, oh my God, because I'm a perfectionist. So I want everything to be perfect, and I want every vocal, everything to be nice and smooth and clear. So I tend to overthink. And for me, I think it's very important when you perform that it's not about your vocal abilities, but more about what the emotion that you have while you're singing this.
Right.
Like if I write a song, all the songs that I've written so far are personal and 100% me. So when I write those things and when I perform them, I want people to really feel what I was going through in that moment. So that is important for me. And I feel like when I smoke a joint, you get, everything is more intense. You feel more, so yes.
Right.
There's that quote by Bob Marley says, when you smoke the herb, it reveals you to yourself, and
that one.
Word.
Actually, shout out Bob. It's his birthday today.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yes.
See, full circle moment. Full circle moment.
But I feel you, man. I love that.
You know?
And is there a dream setting of a performance that you do, or rather, do you prefer festivals? Would you like, or just a stage, or what's like a intimate small stage, or are you more outdoor type of person?
Can we rephrase that?
Let's
so
do it.
if you could, without limit,
Oh yeah, this is the
put
one.
on your own show that will be sold out. Everybody's coming. Sold out, Blazey headlining act,
Family, friends,
family, friends, like everywhere. And you got to curate and create this show. So this is something we're also speaking into existence, right? So you got to create and curate this show.
All the budget
that you need for this show. And then you get to choose maybe 2 artists that gets to open for you.
Open for me. Okay.
Right. So you get to choose 2 artists. It's limitless. You don't have any, you have the budget to make the show. You can create it in any space that you want to, whether it's indoors, outdoors, in the jungle, on an island, wherever you want it to be. What would this show, the Blazey show, look like?
Okay. It would definitely be Blazey Chella, like Beyonce.
Okay.
Beychella.
Okay.
And it would be exactly almost the same concept. Like I would go all in. With all the backup dancers, all the medleys, I would go crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, it would definitely be something similar to that.
Right.
And that would be my dream.
Where would you want it to be? Like in a stadium?
I would say stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure about festival. I like festivals, actually. I like them a lot, actually.
Right.
But I feel like in a stadium, it would be more serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
People would actually be like, yeah, it's okay.
Right.
It's a concert.
Right.
So, and the artist that I would want to have, I don't want to be rude because I'm like, I feel like if I'm like, yo, they were going to be opening up for me.
You're not being rude.
No, just
Okay.
You're not being rude.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's say, oh my God, this is hard. I don't know, but like,
Never second guess yourself.
Okay.
Never.
Because I don't know. I wanted to say Chloe and Halle.
Hell
I like
yeah.
them. They're cute. That would be
Hell
nice.
yeah. That you are on the same stage. Like, it doesn't even need to be like, oh, they're opening for you. It could be like, they're there. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yes.
I love them.
Mahalia.
Oh, yeah. Mahalia is gorgeous. I could see that too.
It's happening.
Yeah,
I actually want to feature at this point.
All right.
Girl,
Mahalia, if
you
you're
hear this,
listening.
slide somebody in.
What we're going to do is take this clip and we're going to post it on the social media and we're going to tag Mahalia in it. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So take note, Kayo. Thank you. All right. We got that one down.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, let's go.
Cool. So you just released the track "Dirty," right? How has that been going for you? Like, what is like the feedback that you've been getting? How has it been? Have you been able to perform the song as yet?
Yes, I actually been able to perform the song, and
nice.
It was really nice. It was really cool, and I was dancing, doing my little show,
Yeah.
But the feedback been amazing, actually.
Yeah.
And I must say, I was a bit nervous because it was kind of like my coming out in some ways. So I was like, "Ooh, child, let's see what they gotta say." But no one really said something.
Right. It's all been positive.
Yes,
right.
and actually that shocked me. So I'm like, okay, I guess it pays off to just be who you are.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So that is what I'm encouraging. Like, everyone should just be themselves. And
right.
Really just go and just live your life because you're the one responsible for your life.
Right.
Well said. Yeah.
Right.
Let no one, let no one change your blastings.
Right. Right.
Get that back, baby.
Right. What was the process of like writing this track and being like, okay, this is going to be my signature, my coming out track? Like, what was the process of that like?
Actually,
because I saw the video and I was like, oh, spicy.
I know. It's so funny because on the same day I shot the video, my mama actually came to visit me in Berlin. But I was like, oh, y'all are gonna take her here. Where she gonna see me grinding up on people and stuff? It's still my mama at the end of the day. So I was just like, okay, mama, I'll meet you at home. You know. Right. But actually, when I wrote the song, my initial thought was not to like come out with that song.
Right.
When I wrote the song, I was just getting good. You know, it was just, you know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about the experiences that I had.
And in case you don't know, the good.
Exactly.
Let me just make it clear.
The good. You know, and I think a lot of people are ashamed of it, but I'm like, no, because
liberated.
If you have good, why be sad about it?
Right.
Why,
absolutely.
you know,
why hide it?
Exactly. Why hide it? And I think it's also important that right now in this day and age, you know, and like being with the whole social media thing and like, you know, being out there and just being creative, I think it's important to say something.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And, you know, even though you're sex positive and stuff, I feel like it's still important when you portray that, like when you show that to people that,
right,
you know, it still has like a deeper meaning.
Right.
You know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm right there with you. I'm all for sex positivity. Yes. I'm all for everybody being liberated and showing themselves and having a lot of sex. And sex is beautiful. And when you do it with the right people, it's a beautiful experience.
Okay, it's people for you.
No, sir.
You freaky.
It's one person.
Them exposing each other.
I'm just joking.
One man to me. Yay.
Okay. He's probably there like,
right. Oh, actually, he's supposed to be here today, so he might be here in the cafe. Oh my god!
Somebody gonna sleep on the couch.
Okay, you know what? Let's write a song together. We can write a song about it. Okay.
Yes.
Couch sessions.
I like that. Like that.
I love all the spice happening now, but like we have to tune into your next inspo song that you've brought us today.
Right.
It's a beautiful song by an artist that I also love, or DJ producer actually. So you just like to introduce the song, say a bit why you chose it and why you wanted it.
I chose the song because a friend of mine like showed me the song and I totally fell in love with it, and it was, I don't know, it was like a full circle moment. You know, my cousin was there, my friend, one of my best friends were there. We were all just chilling together, having a good time. And whenever we play the song, it just gets us all emotional and gets us in our feelings.
Absolutely.
I don't know, I'm a piano in general. It's just like, so heartwarming. And, you know, you come alive.
Right.
I feel like that's the black techno. You know what I mean?
Literally,
you know, and that's why it's so special to me.
Just more melodic.
Yes, definitely. And just more emotions.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce it for us?
Okay. So, if you feel sad and lonely, here's the song, So Nini.
Wow. That track is so beautiful. Just, oh my goodness.
Just made me feel like I'm in summer again.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. We were talking about having a sunrise session. Where everybody needs to come out at 4 a.m. in the summertime. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to do it. No, we're going to go in the park 4 a.m. Everybody come out with some breakfast stuff and some blankets and whatever. We're going to play this music and we're going to watch the sunrise and get high.
You think you're going to get people out of the
house?
Yes. You'll be standing there alone.
I might actually come
through.
We're
going to do it. It's beautiful. Like, imagine how you'll feel when the sun comes up and the birds start chirping. Ooh. And you're just like, hi. And then this beautiful music. It's going to be so...
It's true.
Elevating for you. Yes. Like, imagine, man, this is just like liberation. Yes. We're doing this. We're doing it.
We better.
Okay, let me stop talking because we are limited on time. But like the last question that I have for you today is kind of like, where is Blazey going? Like, where is Blazey taking his career, his vision for his work?
Well, I'm definitely going to release an album this year.
Can't wait.
And so this is the first, this is my priority right now, to just create one of the best albums that I can possibly create, you know, because since it's my first one, it's very important to me and special to me. So I want to take my time, but also time is limited. So but I'm just gonna do that. This is like my thing, and I don't know where I'm gonna be headed in terms of numbers or whatever. But yeah, I think that's
skyrocket.
Me. Yeah, I was just gonna say
in terms of numbers, skyrocket. Millions. Let's go. Ready.
And any famous last words you'd like to share?
Yeah. Any advice that you would like to give to the people out there who are trying to get into music?
Yeah. Well, my advice would definitely be start doing the things you want to do. Don't let other people choose the direction for you. If you have a voice, if you have an opinion, let them people know and let them know how what you got to say and how you want to say it. And don't let anyone push you from what is for you.
Absolutely. Enough said.
Yeah, that's it.
And now's a chance to plug yourself. Where can people find you? Where can they listen to your music? And then we'll slowly ease off.
I mean, well, y'all can find me everywhere basically. Spotify, Apple Music. It's Blazey. And then you can just choose whatever song you feel like, putting on. It's your boy Blazey on Instagram. It's your boy Blazey on Facebook. It's your boy Blazey on TikTok. It's basically your boy Blazey everywhere. On YouTube. So yeah, that's me.
Nice. And it's been amazing having you over. You're part of the family now, as you always say.
Finally, I was waiting. I was checking the Instagram. I was like, oh my God, one day I'm manifesting this.
From the first moment that we saw you, we were like, we're going to have you on the show, but we needed the right time, and this is the right time. We have a fun-packed February for you, and it's coming, y'all.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Coming.
But thanks so much for coming through. It's been an amazing talk and an amazing episode with the team as well. So
yes. Thank you for inviting me.
Great first episode of 2022.
Thank you. Yeah, the first one. Wow.
Yeah, so thanks so much again. We'll slowly wind off with this outro song. And I just want to say thank you on behalf of the team of Blazey coming through. Alele, who's in Kenya right now, shout out to you as well. And it's episode 6, the Berlin radio show, Out of Oyun. Catch us every Sunday. And yeah, stay tuned to the events coming through. This last outro song I want to leave you all is by an amazing artist based also here in Berlin called Juju Rogers with his new track, Minneapolis, featuring DAO, Odao, and Mick Jenkins. Peace, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday.
Bye-bye.